So in this video, what I'm basically trying to do is make a online quiz system. So uh, in this online quiz system, what I'll be doing is I'll be making a teacher login system, a student login system, and then once a student logs in, yeah, he can give the quiz, but for a given password, he can only give the quiz once. The teacher can set the questions, and accordingly, it can also set the password for the quiz or add the registration number of the students. And what's going to be is that when the teacher makes the quiz, the student have 10 minutes to give the quiz to complete the quiz. If the student isn't able to submit the quiz in 10 minutes, the quiz will get automatically submitted. And once it gets automatically submitted, the student can see his or her score according to the right answers. So the teacher will be setting the right answers in the back end, and now what's going to be the teacher can log in and view the scores of the students according to the password that was being set for the quiz. So currently now the one of the major functionality of this quiz is that once the student just one, if the student switches the tab, for example, for cheating or for any kind of purpose, if the student switches the tab, the quiz will get automatically submitted. This is one of the important features of online quiz. So it also prevents us from doing cheating in this. So it is really good platform that we'll be making in this project. So. What I'll be doing is I'll be just installing Django. Now to install Django, what I'll have to do is I can just try Python, and over here I will write import Django. So you can see that it's already been installed, and that's the reason that it didn't give any error over here. Now going back to my terminal, what I'll be doing is I'll be making a Django project. So in my previous video, I told you a brief about Django. Now in this, I'll be making a Django project. So start project, and then let me give the name of the as online quiz system. Okay. Great. So you can see that in my directory, if I go to my directory, it's in my data G projects folder. Okay, it's gone down. Projects folder, and then Django inside my video. I have this online quiz system. And one more thing that I told you in my previous video also, that if you're working in Django, it's always essential if you install virtual environment into your system, please please run your projects, your Django projects in virtual environment. It will be really helpful to you. So now that I've made this project online quiz system, if I open this, you can see that I have managed.py and settings.py accordingly. Now what I'll have to do is I have to make a app. So let me say that I'm making a teacher login app, teacher login system app. So I'm just going to go into the directory cd online quiz system, and then I'll be making the Django app. So I can make a Django app using Python manage.py start app. And my previous video I told you the importance of an app and all. So I'm just making teacher login system. Okay. So you can see that in my main directory, in my root directory, inside my online quiz system, there is another folder called teacher login system. And inside that we have models.py, views.py and other files as well. Now what I'll be doing is, I've done all these things. What I have to do is uh, make a I have to make a teacher login system, right? So for that, I have to create a new directory. First of all, what I have to do is inside my Visual Studio, I'll be opening that folder. So my folder was online quiz system. Okay, and in my settings.py file, I'll be adding the name of the app inside my installed apps list. So I'll be adding teacher login system. Okay, great. So now what I'll have to do is, let me add a comma. Now I'll have to make another folder name as templates folder that will contain all the HTML files inside it. I created templates folder, and the I told you what's the importance of templates folder in the last video. So I'll be adding templates over here like this. Okay, so over here, um, templates folder has been created, and inside this, what I'll be doing, I'll be making another folder as a teacher login system, and inside my teacher login system, I'll be making a file name as uh, call it as teacher html. Okay, so I've created this new file. Now inside this I also have to make teacher login.html. Okay, so I've done these things. Now what I'll have to do is, I have two ways to create forms. Basically we have to create forms in this, right? I have two ways to create forms in Django. One is you writing normal HTML codes for the form. The next method is that we can simply use Django forms, that is predefined forms. For that we'll have to make a, uh forms.py file inside my app. I'm just adding forms.py, and inside that I'll be importing my Django forms. I think this should work. Okay, so this is the quiz that I made. So you can see that I have made a forms.py file over here. From Django, I have to import forms. Okay, so now what I'll have to do is, uh, first of all, the basic thing that I can do in this is that I'll be adding one more file named urls.py and setting the URLs. Inside this, I'll be copying the code that is inside this urls.py. I'll be going to copy this code. Okay. And inside this, I'll be adding path. And over here, what I'll have to inside this, I'll be adding part, and what I'll have to do is, okay, let me name this as REG, and over here I'll be adding views dot registration. Okay, now what I'm doing is I'll have to import views also in this. Okay, yes, and I have to give a name. Name equals to views. Sorry, name equals to teacher registration. Okay, and in my views.py file, I'll have to make a new file name as, okay, I have to make a new function name, the same name as teacher registration request. Okay, over here I have to render my, sorry, return render, and then I have to uh, make a request, and inside this I'll have to pass the file name teacher login system uh, register, uh, and then I have to enclose this inside single quotes. Okay, I think that this basic thing should work. What I'll have to do is I have to run my Django project. So I'll just write this command. Okay, now you can see that if I open my terminal, I'll type. First of all, what I'll have to do is I'll have to add that I'll have to add the path to that URL also, right? Inside my main URLs.py. And see, there's no error. What I have to do is 127. Okay, what's the name of this? It's REG. Okay. So you can see that it has rendered this page. There isn't any HTML code written. That's why it's empty over here. So okay, so in the next video, we'll be we'll be going in much detail. Till then, thank you.